Self-discipline, guys. That's today's topic. Alright, so I'm just gonna jump right into this. Um, Due to the fact that I got a lot to talk about in this video. I've actually taken a bunch of notes. So these are gonna be helping me throughout the entirety of the video. So let's get right into it. Now, I do have my Sprite here. I don't know what you guys like to drink. Tea, water, coffee. Shoot, you could be drinking like charcoal water. I don't know, but I know I should be drinking like water. But I think this is really good at the moment, and I don't have a cold water with me. And if you guys don't know, cold water is like the best in my opinion. But let's get right back into the video, guys. So the topic is self-discipline. So basically, sorry, I'm playing with my pen. Basically, a lot of people struggle with this. I myself struggle with this. And so this is a sensitive subject that I kind of want to moreover like relay to you guys. So my first point is find your purpose, your goals in life. So in order to achieve self-discipline, you have to identify what you want. What are your like results? And you have to find something you enjoy doing and then start doing it, you know? So let's say your passion is music or making like art or whatever the heck. You honestly, you identify what you enjoy doing, what you're good at, or even it doesn't even have to be something you're good at. It's something you want to learn to do it, and then what's the best way to practice? Practice makes perfect. So you just start doing it. You have to surrender yourself. You have to surround yourself with supportive people. What I mean by that is like, don't surround yourself with naysayers, people that are going to just drag you down. You got to surround yourself by not necessarily like-minded individuals, but moreover like just supportive people. And in doing that, you'll have like a little bit more motivation because the people that you talk to, your friends, family, they're all like pushing you to do this, and they all support your decisions. So it would just be even more beneficial to you guys. Have a reason to do your goal, and you have to find your purpose, commit to them, and practice them every day. Now, practice does make perfect. So if you're like practicing your things every day, then you should be able to like maintain a steady outcome of like desired outcome. Uh, you got to be accountable. You definitely have to practice accountability for yourself. That is part of self-discipline. You have to hold yourself liable. Okay, sorry, I just took a sip of my Sprite there. You gotta focus on what you want to see. You gotta focus on what you want so you can form a plan. Focus on what you want to see, whatever. You gotta be able to formulate a plan as to how you're gonna go about it, and then you gotta develop a routine. Now that's really important, guys. The routine is the consistency. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the 2190 rule, but the 2190 rule basically is saying, it says you commit to something, you commit to a goal or a task for like 21 days, and then in doing so, it just becomes habit because you've been doing it for 3 weeks straight. So, and the 90 part comes into play after you took in those 21 days, and you actually start to like notice a lot different. And then the rest of the 90 is the 90 days afterwards, and then after those 90 days, if you're even counting by then, you would have mastered the whole process of routine. Okay, so after that, you guys got to set a deadline for yourself. Like, you don't have to, but at the same time, if you pace yourself and also push yourself for faster results, better results, then you will get over like better, and you'll be able to measure, yo, this was my progress last week versus, it's like a progress report card, basically. If you do this, you'll learn more in control. Next, you guys gotta practice number three. You guys gotta practice consistency. Now, I didn't say this. These are the 8 points of. I don't even know if I'll be able to hit 8 points, but I'm gonna try. 8 points of self discipline and the consistency. You gotta get up and keep doing whatever you've been doing. You must find the motivation to do your daily tasks. So again, I wake up in the morning, I want to meditate and do my stretches and get a little bit of workout going, and that just gets the blood flowing, and that gets me into the right mood. I don't know what gets you guys. Sometimes it is honestly sitting there and just thinking into my head, but sometimes that's me just procrastinating, and I don't like to do that a lot. When I notice it, I don't like to do it. I don't like it. Okay, so the next one, you have to test yourself, guys. And what I mean by test yourself, like, I know we may not want to test ourselves, but we have to push ourselves. We're working on self discipline here. So, in testing ourselves, we're all here to learn and grow. So push yourself a little harder, because nobody else is responsible for pushing you except maybe your parents, but maybe you don't even live at home anymore. So nobody is truly responsible for you. And if you like, let's say example, so if you like cookies, what I mean by test yourself is like if you like cookies, honestly, you let's say you go to a party and there's a bunch of food on the table. You you're not like you can't go get the junk food. If you're working on your diet, if you're working on losing weight, you probably shouldn't sit there and devour the junk food just because that would make you happy, that would make you happy right then and there if you could eat because you're hungry. But if you could just wait a few hours until the party's over, you can go home and eat your healthy carrots and vegetables or whatever the heck you want to eat. So instant gratification is almost never like the move. You have to limit yourself. You have to eliminate the sometimes you would have to, like, you could eliminate the temptations from your life. Like, you could eliminate the cookies by just getting rid of the cookie jar and not buying them. You just have to find a way to limit and eliminate things in your life that get in the way of what you want. Now, the next point, number 5, is practice control of your mind. You have to realize that you do have power over your mind and thoughts. Not necessarily the world around you, but your thoughts and how you see things, perceive things, and how you deal with things. So, like, if your boss is giving you some stuff, or, like, let's say you're having money issues, you can't really, and you're at work, you can't really do anything about the money. I mean, there's a limited amount of stuff you can do about the money, but what you can do is you can stop stressing. You can stop stressing about the money. You got to be unbothered by the things that you don't have control over. Being stressed ruins all that you've been working towards, because we're working on self-discipline. So if you have to understand that you can't control everything, but you can control your thoughts and your actions. You have to identify what is in and out of your control. Acceptance is key in that situation. You have to identify what's wrong, and then you have to accept it, because certain things are out of your control, but you only control how you feel in the moment. And stressing over something and worrying about something is holding us back. Number 6, stop making excuses, guys. I know we don't want to hear this one. I know nobody really wants to hear this one. So, for an example, you got to take responsibility. So, for example, if you can't just say I was born like this. You got to stop saying, like, oh, that's the only thing I'm used to. I've never really known better. Like, you can't justify staying in the same place instead of striving for better, guys. You got to always strive for better. Assume responsibility, even if you're not at fault. You can survey the situation, act accordingly, step up, don't point fingers or make excuses. Sorry, I was reading that. I wrote down a lot of notes, so they're kind of like jumbled all over the place. But another point is don't live for. Oh wait, I already covered that one. And then don't listen to the haters, guys. This is the last point, the point number 8, because you can't listen to the haters. The haters are gonna hate. Honestly, we all heard that before. Like, haters just don't want us to succeed, and they're only hating because they hate progress. And when they see you progressing, they're like, no, I don't like that. I'm scared of that. People are scared of change. So you guys just do it. Continue. You're working on a goal. And who's going to hate you for working on your own goal, essence, or like you're trying to better yourself and somebody has the audacity to hate on you for that? You don't even need that energy in your life, guys. Do you really want that energy in your life? That is the question that you should be asking. But I think that is all the time I have for today, guys. So this actually worked out perfectly. Drink some water and peace and love to you all. I hope everybody learned from this video.